get my stuff. I'm here. I'm coming. Forgot my candle. Can't do anything without a candle. All right. Welcome everybody. I'm back. I'm gonna wait. We got some people. I'm gonna keep hanging in here for a second. Bless you all. How you doing? I'm gonna light my little candle. Ding, ding, dee, 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 dee. Here we go. I'm gonna wait for everybody to get home. Today's Monday, yeah. President's Day. Hey everyone, hello. Oh, yeah. I wasn't prepared. I got so excited about the information I picked up, or at least felt good about it. Hello everybody, how you doing? Hey, now I'm ready. Haha. Happy President's Day, everyone. What a day, huh? Twists and turns. Here we go. I'm gonna close that. Hopefully that'll stay that way. Perfect. Hi everybody. Yay, I'm so glad to see you all. Ooh, all right. So I got some people on. I'm recording this so it goes live. I just do live now because I can't take the videos taking forever. Listen, welcome. Happy Monday. Happy President's Day. I have been on this all day, back and forth about what I need to say, Now, I did hear that the immediate family has been released. I'm just going to leave that there for a moment. But what I wanted to talk about and what I've been focusing on all day is the motive. The motive with this. Hi, I'm Nikki. Nice to see you all. Welcome back. I just got this. I couldn't even believe that I read this because all the water, remember the water? Maybe this is it about Nancy. What I have picked up. Now, if you don't know, hi, I'm Nikki. I do a lot of stuff other than just tarot. I also like astrology. I believe our astrological charts are very important to what we're here to do, what our past lives were, what we're here to learn, and what our destiny is here, okay? First of all, let's start with Nancy's birthday, which we know she was born in, 1942 in January, I believe. Now, I said, well, tomorrow we're going into the zodiac sign of the fire horse, the Chinese year of the fire horse, everyone, big changes. Saturn's now in Aries. We're going from the Chinese year of the snake to the fire horse. Now, the date that this happened to Nancy was the end of January. We just are about to close the year of the snake, right? So I'm curious to see what her Chinese New Year sign is, because we do have the date. I don't need the time for that of when she was born, but I can say what was her Chinese astrological sign, and I about fell over, okay? The Chinese year for 1942 was the year of the water horse. I'm like, oh my God, there it is, okay. Water element, that could be it, okay? She was born in the year of the water horse. Now we're going into the year to the fire horse. What does fire do? Takes out the water, okay? Just that interesting to me. Doesn't mean anything, just find it interesting, right? So I'm like, okay, let's read a little more. If someone was born between January 1st and February 14th in 1942, they are in the previous sign, which is the year of the snake. Oh my God. I thought this before I looked it up. I'm feeling that her astrology, her destiny, what's meant to be, not that I don't like what happened to her, this was playing out in her astrological chart. If I would love someone to get the time of her birth, to see her astrological chart that would clarify this or verify this in some way, that would be amazing. But with that said, okay, I find this very interesting because what I picked up before I read this, and I can't prove it because it's one of those things that I cannot prove, and I'm going to put this over here. I have whoever is involved with this, I got younger, and I've been picking up on youth, and I don't know why. And I thought, well, yeah, who's older than 84 doing this? Nobody. But I'm thinking younger than what we're looking at, younger couple generations, meaning 30s, 20s, 30s, maybe early 40s, but nothing further than that. But whoever did this, there was a past life connection to Nancy. Somebody, and I keep getting 3. I swear to God, all day long, I had 7 decks shuffled, 3 of effing cups every single time. 3, 3, 3. There is no doubt in my mind there are 3 people that have done this or thought about this or involved in this. And my God, younger. I keep thinking, now I know the kids or the immediate family and their spouses have been eliminated. Okay, we're going to go with that. I never really felt, because I'm thinking to myself, they would be the first one to be looked at. Why would they? I don't know, maybe. I don't want to say it for sure, but I also felt there was a family connection to this. So I'm like, maybe they knew the family, through the family, or something to that effect, okay? What I got is 2 men and a female, okay? 2 men and a female. And then I looked at the video again of the dude at the front door. This man was not moving at all fast. He was like, he had all day long over here looking around. He had no urgency about him, right? Which tells me one of 2 things. Either, of course, I know me as being an older person, I hear everything. I can't sleep through the night without hearing something. The cats outside, whatever. I hear rain, I hear everything. I don't know if Nancy had hard of hearing. I don't know if she had hearing issues. I don't know if she's a sound sleeper. I don't know if she takes anything to sleep. I don't know. But this dude was on the front porch, knocking crap, looking around, not even, if you were doing that, wouldn't you think somebody may hear you dressed as you are? What would you think anybody would open the door for you? They wouldn't. They would probably call the police going, there's somebody out, what is that noise, right? He doesn't care if he's heard. He doesn't care if he's being watched. He doesn't care if he's making a lot of noise. That's what I mean. That tells me somebody else, maybe more than one, went around the back. Maybe I believe the female maybe went, they're not telling us whether there was forced entry in the back, which leads me to believe either the door was unlocked, somebody picked the door lock and got in that way, knew how to get it, maybe there's a hideaway key for all I know, or she opened the door and she knew this person and they weren't dressed like this dude at the front, somebody else, but I don't know about that, but they came in possibly through the back, okay? That's all I could get. But what I've been picking up all day, the 3 of Cups doesn't want to leave me. 3 of Cups doesn't want to leave me. I'm getting younger. I don't know. I did hear there's possibly other people that may, I do believe she knew of or knew the person that did. I don't think the dude on the door was the one that did anything to her through I'm rambling, I know, because I did a lot of readings today. She may have fallen and hit her head. She may have tried to turn quickly, lost her balance and hit her head or something. I don't know. But there was some kind of event in the home which caused the bleeding, which we all know, okay? But my feeling is this has a lot to do with a past life issue. I don't know if you all remember Selena. I don't know if you remember Selena, and she had her little, her campaign manager that was right by her side that, I got jealousy, I got anger, rage, jealousy. Whoever did this pretended to love Nancy or like Nancy or didn't have true feelings about Nancy and was angry with her about something. Because I got Selena, I kept hearing Selena, and I remember a medium did a reading on her that I trust and respect that said that she had a past life person that once they locked eyes, there was some kind of soul recognition, and from that point on, she insinuated herself into the situation. So it could be whoever did this saw or knew Nancy or met her and was like, I recognized, on a soul level. I don't think the dude knew this. I don't think, they didn't pick up on this, but somewhere in the recesses of their soul recognized her from a previous lifetime and they had some kind of beef, possibly. This is what helped drive the situation. Not that they knew it or was aware of it, but we do come across souls that come along, and there are things called hijackers, souls that will hijack from lifetime to lifetime to meet up and cause, endings. So I don't know. I think this has a lot to do with Nancy's astrological chart. So I don't know what time she was born. I have no idea. I'm not that strong with astrological charts. I wish I was. But I kept hearing past life. This is a past life. I kept getting the 6 of Cups in reverse. From the past. Now, it could be anything from the past. So with that said, take that as it resonates. I don't know these people. I don't know, but something was planned for sure. More than 1, 3. That's all I can say. I'm getting heavily 2 males and a female. I kept getting a female. A female is doing this, not that she did it, but thought was because of the female, this is what has transpired. And now again, I did also get in this deck, and we're going to pull it again if it comes out. I'd like to say it because if it comes out again, then it's confirmation. I got the Temperance, and this is just a standard Rider-Waite tarot deck. And in this was the, I think it was the Judgment in reverse, or the Judgment came out. I'm sorry, not in reverse, but it looks like a boyfriend, girlfriend, and a little person over here, like a child. Now, I always thought that the dude at the front door has a low IQ, but it just could be he's like meandering around because he knows that he doesn't have to worry that somebody's calling the police on him because she's already contained or restrained or something on the inside. He doesn't have to worry. That's kind of what I'm picking up strongly. This person on the porch had all the time in the world, didn't really care about being heard. Neighbors are way, way over there. Nobody's hearing nothing. I don't know. So that's kind of what I had on that. Oh gosh, guys, where the women did around claiming. I don't know. I'm not saying anybody's in. I never claimed anybody did anything. I don't know who's did what. It's the point of this. I'm claiming that there could be a family element to it. I don't know. It could be like family. I know I have a lot of friends that I feel like are family. I don't know. But we're about to find out because they're going to be running some more people. Okay? So let's see what, I just wanted to see what kind of motive might be, what's going on with this. Wow, we got some angry people out there. All right, let's go. Let's see if we got any more. What's the motive for this, or at least what's going on between this? Here we go. The Temperance, patience. I'm gonna have to be patient. Somebody was being patient with this. Let's see what else. Yay! I don't know about anybody else that's involved in it. My last reading, I felt something young, like younger. I don't know. Again, could be anybody younger than 84. I don't know. It seems very, yeah, King of Swords in reverse. Okay. King of Swords in reverse. This person is not having the patience. This person is angry. This person is not having a good time right now. Okay. Why is the King of Swords in reverse? Who is this? I'd love to have been flying out all day. The World in reverse. Yeah, it's not over. This is not over. I know there are all kinds of stuff coming out now. I have no idea what's being said. I just know that the family is over here. The children and the spouses of the children. I never accused anybody. I never said it was. That's because I knew it could be anyone at this point. We don't know. I wanted to know what. So this is the World in reverse. The world is Leo, Saturn, Jupiter. I'm getting a lot of outer planets. Like I said, outer planets, outer planets, outer planets. Outer planets are moving in places that we haven't seen any longer. We're going from, what I do know is we're going from the Chinese year of the snake to the fire horse. And just what I just looked up, she's a water horse. So there you go, water to fire, water to fire. So we got the Temperate Major Arcanas. This is something that obviously if you could do her chart, it would probably show up right now in her astrological chart. Doesn't mean it's going to point to anybody. It just means at this point in her life, it was something that is aspected heavily in her chart. Okay. So I'm not accusing anybody. I have no idea who this is. Getting the feeling though that whoever actually did this, like took her out of the house, there was some kind of locking of eyes. I see locking of eyes and like a soul remembrance of like, oh my goodness, from past life. I can't prove that. I love to do that. I'd love to prove that. But I'm thinking there's some kind of recognition there that this person, it agitated this person for some reason. I don't know, you ever just meet anybody and you're like, I don't like them for no reason? Kind of like that. All right, let's get more on the Temperance. Can we see what that's about, please? I'm just looking for motives. Let's see what the motive would be. Honestly, don't know. I have no idea. Money was probably a part of it. I have no idea. I got earlier, somebody in around her was not happy with, they weren't getting what they wanted, whether in the house or around her or before. I do believe, I did get the Page of Swords a lot in reverse, and that is stalking-like behavior, like casing around, what's going on. I do believe she made it home that night from the family. I do believe that. I do believe they dropped her off and they left. I do believe that. That's all I know. Queen of Swords in the upright. Now we've got the King and the Queen. One is in the upright, one is in, there were some harsh truths spoken. Queen of Swords in the upright, somebody who could be Nancy. Maybe she was telling people, I don't have anything more to give. I don't know what you want. I don't know what you're doing. Again, she was spiritual. Could very well be somebody linked to her. I don't know who she was spending her time with. I spent some time today going, what was she focusing on? What was she doing? Was she trying to help somebody? Was she trying to talk somebody down off a ledge about maybe what you're doing. Maybe she helped like had somebody come to the home that was working for her or doing something for her. She was trying to help like spiritually, trying to talk them like to find God or Jesus or something. Who knows? She was a spiritual person. Could be that. People don't like to be told about that. I don't know. But I got the king and the queen. We got a couple. A queen in the upright swords and a king in reverse swords. Keep getting that. Keep getting a couple of some kind. Didn't say it was anybody in the family, but it's a couple, two people. And I also kind of got like I got lust, but I'm like, this is weird with an 84-year-old woman. What does lust have to do with anything? But if it's a couple that is responsible or around this, it could be. Don't know. Don't know. I don't know. I wish I did. I wish I could just forget all this. All right, temperance. What's the temperance about? Patience, patience. And this is the alchemy card. Okay, the patience, the temperance is having patience, losing patience, but it's in the upright. I'm being patient. Maybe this is Nancy being patient with them. Look, just try to do the right thing. I don't know if it's before this or during this or I don't know what. Like, hey, let's think this through. Let's not do the motive here is what I'm looking for. The motive. Okay. So this is Sagittarius. Again, Jupiter, getting a lot of outer planets. Again, the planets are shifting. This is just that I know for sure. Something to do with the outer planets, where we're going, where we're shifting. I did see possibly that she may have stumbled upon something that she wasn't supposed to say or share, overheard. Once again, upset that she's not doing something. Somebody's like angry that she didn't follow through or broke a contract or said she'd do something and didn't. Don't know. I don't know. Gonna kind of keep this shorter today because I'm just exhausted and I'm trying to, do more things for me. All right. Temperance. What was the patience about? What's the patience about, please? And I'm gonna do this deck and then I'm gonna pull the Light Seers. I think I need to do that. Somebody asked me too what my Kipperish deck was. It's Intuitive Kev. If you don't know Intuitive Kev, he's another tarot reader and he makes these cards, which I kind of like because they're pretty much very colorful. I keep getting the chakra too. I don't know what the chakras are. I get that card a lot today. Self-love. Anyway, they're very colorful and they kind of add another layer to these things, which I like the Intuitive deck. Okay. Temperance, let's see what the impatience was or patience. Somebody was trying to, it's also like I'm getting a lot of I got the, the Magician card today, making things happen. So I think this is a positive card though. She was trying to alchemize or trying to help somebody, trying to make them see things differently. That's the vibe I got with that card. This is Nancy, the motive, like she's trying to help somebody she knows, somebody around her. Could be, I would like to know who she goes to church with. Is there anybody at church that's new that may have saw her and decided to like get to know her or something? I don't know. I'm sure that they're on this. I'm not somebody who's an amazing investigative reporter. I'm sure they're looking at everybody, as far as if it ain't the immediate family, we're going to extend it to the, who's around her all the time. Again, I have friends that are like family more than family. So I don't know. It's coming again. When intuitives can pick up on energy, they can come across like loving family. They can come across that way. I've had family that come across and they're like complete strangers. And they're like, no, that may be my mother, but we haven't spoken in years. And they wouldn't come in the same as they do if they are friends that are close. It is usually a female vibe or a male vibe. I get that kind of vibe, but that's about it. They don't come in with names. I'm not that fantastic, but I can come in with names or anything like that. Sometimes they'll get it to you. Sometimes I can get it through the cards. I don't know. Hello. I can't do anyone. All right. Hi, Seattle, Washington. How you doing? I had to wait till the sun went down behind me because the sun sets behind me, so I had to make sure I didn't have glare. So I had to wait a few minutes, but I would have done this earlier. Temperance. We got the Four of Pentacles. Okay. Four of Pentacles is hanging on to your abundance, hanging on to your money. See if you can see it here. This deck is a little tough to read, but I have to use certain decks because YouTube doesn't like, some decks have naked people on them, so I have to make sure I'm careful because they don't like E. So this is the Four of Pentacles. This is Earth energy. This is somebody who's hanging on to their money, somebody who doesn't want to give. I think she wanted to help whoever this was, and then she decided, I don't think I can do this for you or give this to you anymore or do this to you anymore. She cut something. I think she cut somebody off in some capacity, whether it's her time, her energy, or her money or something. like I was saying, they got mad. Whoever this was like that. They felt slighted. I did say that in a previous reading. Somebody felt slighted. Under the world, this is not over. This is not over. This is not over. I get a female. I have a female and a male for sure. I know we don't know anything about a female, but I'm definitely feeling like there's a female connected to this in some way. I don't know who. It's just could be Nancy for all I know. We know one dude for sure, but that dude, I don't know what he was about. I think he was just along for the ride. Easily manipulated, that dude. Unless that's the person, but I don't know. I don't think so. I think there was another one. Like I said, there was some kind of soul recognition when they met, and this person, I mean, I don't know if you believe in this, but I'm going to tell you, there are dark attachments that can follow us through lifetime to lifetime. They're around. And if you're in doing dark things and you're a petty theft or a petty, you know, those kinds of things, you are going to have dark attachments around you. And when Nancy met whoever this person was, whether it was that night or earlier the day, I don't know. When they saw each other, and I got eyes locked, like soul recognition, like they recognized her from something from the past. I can't prove that. That's all I'm just saying. That's what came to me, and that's what made me look up the fire horse and all of the water horse and water. That could just simply be, again, they communicate through a lot of means. And I kept getting the water, the 3 of Cups. I think that's for the 3. But the water horse, that's her year. That was the year she was born. It's the water horse. So again, we're going from the water horse to the fire horse with the year of the snake, which I can't even believe. That's what it said. She was on the tail end of the year of the snake, which means it would have ended in January. Now we're going into the next. I mean, it means I don't care what anyone says. It means something, okay? Whether or not that comes out later, who knows? But I still think we're gonna figure this out. All right, what's not over? Let's see what's not over when it comes to the mode. Let's see. We got the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, right? They're not gonna get the money, or they're not getting what they were after. It's in reverse. Ace of Pentacles is a new beginning in money, or new beginning in, you know, a venture. This is in reverse. Under the world, 2 things in reverse. 3 things with the King in reverse. Okay, we don't see we don't see coming. It's a transformation, so I'll take it at that. Death at the bottom of the deck, but transformation. We've got some new information today. That could be simply that. There's been a new change in the direction of this. Oh boy. All right, should we do lightseers? Yeah. All right, so we're just gonna get a little confirmation on some of this. And all right, hello everybody again. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts and time on this. Hopefully we can find her safe. I hope she's found safe still. I really do. Again, I pick up Nine of Wands in reverse. Hold on a second. I pick up energy again. It could be her. I'm pretty sure it is. And I know it's a female energy I'm picking up. It could be her family trying to help me find her. I don't know. Again, they're not going to come out and go, I'm so-and-so. I'm hoping that that's her and that she's okay. I'm hearing she's safe. I hope that means she's safe somewhere. That would be fantastic. I would love to see her come back and ID who did this to her so we all can go to bed happy knowing she's safe. Yeah, here we go. That would be fantastic. So now we got the 9 of Wands in reverse, which means the 9 of Wands, this is action. We're not taking any action. We're not moving. We're sitting still. We're on guard. We're watching from somewhere, and we got the 2 of Swords in reverse. So there's whoever is involved with this is seeing now that the walls are closing in, so to speak. They're seeing that the light is possibly turning toward them. Now, I don't know anything about all these letters to TMZ. My God, I don't know. There could possibly a 4th person there could be that wants to turn these people in and wants to not be implicated in some way, I guess. I don't know. I heard that, but who knows? But again, this is I also did get this. I don't know. I'm just going to leave this there. I do believe they possibly have tied her up and put a blindfold over her. I did get the 8 of Swords all day long. 8 of Swords all day long. Or they are feeling 8 of Swords typically means it could be related to the people that did this, that they're stuck, they can't move, they're no matter what they do, they're going to be caught. That's kind of what I picked up with the 8 of Swords. This is the 2 of Swords is not seeing your way through things. This is wanting to find your way through, trying to see your way out. That's what they're trying to do, seeing how do we get out of this. I did hear about the president saying they're going to put the death penalty on if she doesn't come back alive. That might have been a scare tactic to get them to make a move in some way. That could be confirmation. So these people that they know that the wagons are circling. I heard the wagons are circling. And now they don't know what to do. Again, like I picked up yesterday or the day before, whenever it was, about how maybe 2 out of 3, maybe somebody wants to be like, let's turn ourselves in or something like that. They're talking about it. What do we do? I keep hearing now what? Can I get more on what's happening in the world of whoever did this? Can I get the energy with the people that did this? Queen of Cups, yeah. Queen of Cups in the upright. They're starting to, believe it or not, they're praying that they don't get caught. This is the minor card for the Empress, okay? Queen of Cups, Cancer energy, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Whoever this is trying to use their intuition on how to figure this out or try to get out of it in some way. It's in the upright, so maybe there's somebody that's going to, again, a female, who's going to do the right thing, speak up. Yeah, okay. Star in reverse, Stars Aquarius energy. This is somebody who might have done this also to get some notoriety or feel powerful in some way because of the Death is here with the sickle. So again, they were very upset with her for something that did not sit right with them. Of course, it had to been to do this to somebody like this. So can I get more about the energy of the people that are involved? What's the energy around them? I know this is not helpful probably. I'm just trying to make sense of this. I think Nancy was trying to use her spiritual sense, trying to talk some sense into whoever these people are when she met them before. I think maybe, or whoever this is involved, maybe. I do believe she knows the people that did this, or at least one of them. And she was trying to talk sense into them, like, get your life together, you know, you're better than this, you know, I have faith in you. Like, oh, Jesus, too many. All right. Too many. These are way too many. I'll put that away. Although, oh, okay, take what's upright. Very good. All right, I'm going to take what's upright. They flew out of there. I didn't even, sometimes that happens. All right. We got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. This is moving very slowly. Now we're going to have some movement. I hope. The Tower is here. This is shocking information that came out today, or will be more shocking information that comes out today. The Tower is Scorpio energy. Again, more water signs. And here's the Page of Cups with the Star. Okay. I've been taking the Star like Nancy all day long because the Star is the Aquarius, and we know that she's the Aquarius. She's connected to somebody younger. This is somebody younger. Maybe she felt like she needed to help this younger person. This younger person is the Page. This is all the pages in the deck are young. We got the Page, and then we got the Knight, and then we got the King, and then we got the Emperor, okay? Pages are the youngest. That's why I say they're young. I've got a bunch of pages today. I don't know. Younger than 84 could be anybody, but pages are typically in their 20s, 30s. Knights, well, teens, 20s is pages, 30s, Knights, 40s, Kings, that kind of thing. If you kind of think of it like that. So Page. Water sign. And this is, if you've been following me with my reading, this is when pigs fly. Again, I get the vibe that Nancy is surprised by this. Of course, who wouldn't be? Hello, you're in my house. Surprise. But I think it's more about who was doing it. Surprised by this, thinking that she was making headway with whoever she was dealing with or helping. But I do think that she was either not maybe intentionally cutting them off, but definitely not giving them the time and attention that they felt they deserved. So that could be the cause of the anger. All right, shall we do more? Let me see what you guys have to say. I love your thoughts on it. Okay, I don't know who Kayla is. Did Nancy have any sisters that had kids or anything? I heard something possibly about more family other than their immediate kids. I don't know. I don't know if she took somebody under her wing, like she felt like family. It may not be family, but somebody that felt like she felt responsible for, or felt like she could help in a way. I don't know. I don't believe it was her real grandchildren because they're way too young. I don't think that. I think somebody else that is connected, maybe through a friend, maybe a friend's daughter or son or somebody that she was like, look, I can help them. I'll send them over. I'll talk to them. Or I don't know. Don't know who that is. And again, I can't read it because I'm shuffling and doing this, but I don't know what happens to my comments unless you make, in my lives, if I see everything. I'll know because somebody was spamming me earlier, so I'll know if I can see those or not. And I just remove them. I don't know. Again, the water element could very much just be that she was born in the year of the water horse, and that's what they were trying to, could have been that's what they were trying to drill into my head, like it has to do with her astrological chart, with the timing of the, I mean, I don't believe in coincidences. So I do believe that this was something that unfortunately she got caught up in, and it went the way it did. But they will be caught, I know that. I don't know how long it's gonna take, no idea. All right, I got my glasses. I know I saw somebody earlier going, you got your glasses on your head. I don't want to burn my hair though. Okay, Kayla's related to, oh, okay, there's somebody in jail without bond. That's what the water meant, okay. Maybe she will see it later. I don't know. Kayla's related, but a bad somebody. Okay, well, I hope, well, if she's in jail, then they probably already know this. Maybe that's why they're able to release today that the people with the family and their spouses are, I don't know. But if that's the case, let's see. Should I ask? It's the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Queen of Pentacles, Earth sign. So this person was seen as somebody with money. I mean, whoever may have seen Nancy with a bunch of money or thought she had the means to help them. Like I kept hearing, why don't you help? Or where is the money? Remember when my earlier reading was like, where is the money? Or can't you help us? Like something like you have it, you should help us. They lost their patience and then they decided that this was going to be something else. I don't know about TMZ and all that. Who knows? They just may have decided to hop on and insinuate themselves into something. I don't know. But if that's the case, then maybe that person is in. I'm not accusing anybody of anything, but I did get it yesterday to my credit. I didn't say a child, but it feels young. Like, of course, I'm in my 50s, so I feel like anybody in the teenagers is like a child. So it's not like a young kid, like 5, 10, 15. I think it's older than that. Somebody early 20s, maybe late 20s, 30s, somewhere like, I consider them like kids because, I'm older now. So who knows? But I do believe she either knew them vaguely or was around them, and it was through the female is where the man comes in. Through the female, again, telephone game. Maybe this female said something to her the boyfriend or the male friend or whoever the male is to this person and says, hey, I was at so-and-so's Nancy's today and I asked for this and she said no, or she's trying to do this, or they felt angry by this because, again, past life connection. I don't know. All right, let's see. I had some questions earlier, which now I think we know some answers. So I was saying, what was Nancy looking into? Maybe she was looking into something. She was investigating something. Was she investigating something? Let's look. What was she doing on her downtime? That's what I want to know. She's retired. I don't think she was working. Okay, thank you for yes, the caps helps my old eyes, so I appreciate that. As long as you're not yelling at me, I'm good. Okay. Well, we're about to find out because I would imagine they're going to run the DNA to them, right? But again, there's connection in some way. I guess they may be just trying to find DNA that attaches these people to it, which is what they've got in the desert. And again, if you're searching around, you're just going to throw gloves around? Why would you want to make more work for yourself? I'm sure it was an accident 16 times or how many times it was. I don't know. So what was Nancy doing during the day? What was she looking into anything? Let's see if it's if anything to do with anything outside, like anything like political or outside of work or spirit. What was she doing? What was she looking into? Maybe let's see if it's outside of just something like a robbery gone wrong. Let's see if it was a crime of opportunity. What was she doing during the day? Let's just say that. If she doing anything during the day, like could be linked to this. Page of what? Another page. Nope. Page of Wands. There's a female again on this card. Nope. Go back. Okay. Maybe. I don't know. Another page. I keep getting pages. Now I'm not the page. Now I'm getting pages. Pages and a King of Swords. Now maybe this dude is older than the female. You know what I'm kind of getting? Like a Bonnie and Clyde possibly, or somebody like maybe this chick is so in love with this dude and he's putting ideas in her head and she's like, yeah, I don't know. Is there any drugs or anything involved in this? Is there like substances? What the heck? What would they want all this money for? Is there drugs involved? What was the motive for these two? What was the motive for whoever was in the house? I mean, I think we've kind of figured that. It's probably money. For what though? What was this about? Just anger? You want to just take her out? Got mad and just decided, I don't know. What was There we go again. 4 of Pentacles. Yep. Yep. Hanging on to money. Give me the money. Something about money. Abundance, or what she had. Oh, hold on. I'm looking at the card. I got this earlier today a couple times too. And more about what's going on behind her. I'm not paying attention to this, what's going on behind me. So I think she was surprised by the action, obviously, that she didn't expect that they would take things this far, but I'm getting like holding on to my money here. I don't think she wants to help, but I don't think she something told her this is not going to work if you keep giving or keep helping. They're not changing, or if this is somebody she knows, or I don't know. I think she may have tried to help the female in this, or the male she may have met in passing, and she kind of got when she locked eyes, she was like, yeah, no, I don't want to help. Ooh, my heart was racing there for a second. Okay. I get flutters sometimes. I don't know if that's related. I'm just gonna let that go. Maybe her heart's like saw this dude, and she like, again, I saw this person. It was like, uh-oh, there was some kind of soul recognition. I don't think she liked this person very much. Maybe she was trying to talk, if it is this person you're talking about, maybe, and she knows this younger female, she was trying to tell, like, this is a bad crowd, you don't want to be around this person. And maybe that's something that got back to this male figure, and didn't like to be talked about like that. I don't know. Hi, hello everyone. I don't know. We're about to find out. You know what? Let's see. So I asked what she was in. She wasn't really researching much. Maybe she was, but I don't think I know there's a lot of conspiracies out there. It seems convenient with TMZ and that nonsense. I just think that this is just my opinion. I'm allowed to have one without this. Let's just put the cards down for a second. My personal opinion with TMZ, I think they took this opportunity to clog the airways with this story, and it just happened to be convenient. And of course, it's an opportunity when you can focus on this and not focus on what we know is going on over here. And you know what I'm talking about? I don't know if they're related. I don't think so, but it could be wrong. Again, I could be wrong about all of it, and I hope I am. Hope she's found alive and well, and she can tell us all about where she's been and what has happened. That would be a great day, right? Yeah. There we go, 4 of Swords. Yep, heartbreak over here, curled up like a baby, like, I don't know. I'm getting this through again. We see 4. Oh, it looks like the nest though. Like 1, 2, 3. I still get 3. Could be a 4th. They're in their mind. They're in their heads about all of this. Okay. I'm getting changed decks. Let's pull the Kipperish, because I do like the Kipper. Oh, nope. Okay. We'll start with this. Okay. This deck is the shadow deck. Now, I have a couple decks that are a little darker than the rest, but that's because they're shadow side, meaning we have the light seers, and now we have the shadow. So I'm being guided to do the shadow. So we can find out. Maybe what's driving the motive, the unseen motive of this act. Don't know who or what, or just what's behind the shadow of this. Meaning, what are the 7 deadlies that are driving this? We can get something from this. So let's see what it says. This is a shadow deck. This gives this deck is pretty cool. Tells me sometimes things about what motivates people to do what they're doing. So let's pull this. We know it's 3 people for sure, possibly a 4th, but 3 I believe all 3 of them were there that night. I'm gonna go out and say that. I think 1 was up front, 2 are in the back, or maybe 1 is in the back, 1's in the car. If they didn't need to break in the door, she may have been there to get her to open the door, but I don't know. And that's details I don't know. But I believe they were all 3 there that day. I think that's my opinion. I don't know. All right, let's see what the shadow deck. The shadow deck. What's going on here with this people that are involved? Oh, they don't want to tell me. Well, we'll get it. There we go. Okay, first card out. I heard 3. We'll pull 3 since I love getting 3 all this time. This card. Poke myself in the eye. Demanding. When you're displayed, you are most likely making the other person feel inferior. Check your anxiety and depression. So whoever this was demanding something of her. Demanding. Egocentric. I did get earlier, this person thinks they're smart. They want what they want when they want it. Now, if there were drugs involved or something with this person, this dude, anger is going to be displayed. Demand, I want what I want when I want it. Okay, that's fantastic. That's one. We'll do two more. Demanding. Showing, I see pacing back and forth, upset, angry. This could be either at the house or before, like, yeah, this is not, we're not having this. This is kind of the vibe. I get it. Demanding. We'll get it, we'll just get what we want when we want it. We don't need anybody to hand it over, we're gonna take it. All right, what is it? What else? That's one of them. Let's see what the others. Two more, thank you. Okay, this is prejudice. What if you were categorized into a group and given attributes that were false without truly knowing who you are? So prejudice. So maybe this person had some kind of prejudice against her or a group of people or something. Maybe this person was upset. Now, I don't know. That's just what came out. Prejudice. Maybe these people are having a hard time being labeled a certain way. We don't know who the identity of the perp on the door is. Maybe they're a different culture, different race, and being tired of, maybe there was something, like I said, I just remember you said that felt slighted. Maybe something was said, and they felt like she was being prejudiced against, or, you know, what do you say when you're causing someone to have, you know, that she was prejudiced against something. Maybe they felt slighted about that, their culture. Who knows? I don't know. This dude, I don't know. One more. There it is. Inconsistent. All right, what's this? Inconsistent. Not doing things the same. Think about your thoughts and your actions, your routines. Oh, okay. Inconsistent. Maybe whoever was involved in this was watching her, so to make sure her routine was the same, so that there would be no mistakes in what happened here. They're inconsistent in who they are. Okay. Maybe they're all over the place, this person. One minute they're a nice person, the next minute they're blowing up and not being consistent with their personality. That could be that too. It could be that. One more, shall we? Let's do one more. Because there could be fourth person. So let's do one more. All right, let's just go with that. Fell on the younger person. It fell on the page. Superficial. Okay, I guess goes with inconsistent, I heard. Superficial, you care too much about outward appearances, money, self-esteem, who you are, how people see you. Okay, that goes with prejudice and superstition and inconsistent. So whoever this person is, I get egocentric too. This person was very prideful. They felt, I get like they could be like you don't say something they like, they're immediately like triggered, you know, kind of like that. Immediately triggered. And whoever this younger female is, she's afraid, quite possibly could be afraid of this guy. So she does what he says. It could be like that, like a codependent. It's one of those, I don't know if you are, well, all I'm gonna say, there's a lot of relationships that are very explosive like that. It's like 1 minute, it's like Bonnie and Clyde, or, you know, 1 minute they were doing stuff together because it's the thrill, and then the next minute they're totally different people. Like you would never suspect this from this person, maybe. You don't know. I don't know. We'll see. So, see anybody questions? I can see if I can see what you guys. I feel bad that I don't ever. When I grew up, unfortunately, many neighborhood kids got involved. Yeah, drugs. I do believe. Homeless. I don't know, because they had enough time and money to go buy ski masks and stuff. I don't know. If I think drugs probably are a big motivator in this, because again, remember how close they are to the border and all the things that could be coming across the border. Maybe because the border's secure, there's not as many drugs, or maybe they owed money to somebody. I don't know. But I do get, there's a lot of pages that came out today, and I got this a lot today about 20s, 30s. I know we saw the dude at the door. He looks younger, could be, but I get this female is younger too. Might be the youngest person. Okay? So that's pretty much what I picked up today. I just wanted to express how the strongest thing I picked up today was Nancy's astrological chart. I do believe that something happened, that somebody met her, or she met through somebody else, saw her and she saw him, or watched him, or there was some kind of recognition of a past life beef that I don't think either one would recognize. It's a spiritual soul recognition in some way. I'm sure you've all met people out there that you have didn't like for no reason. That's kind of like, that's what it's like. It's like you have no reason not to like them until you have a reason not to like them. And I think it was more, I think Nancy was trying to give this person the benefit of the doubt. She was trying to help, whether or not she knew them very well or not at all, or through the church or through this younger lady or whatever. I don't know, I don't think it was anybody working, I don't get that somebody came to work for her. I don't think maybe. I mean, maybe they wanted to work and she said, no, I don't need your help. I don't need your services any longer. I don't know. I don't think so. I think it has something more to do with a friend of a friend, or somebody who says you should meet this person and, you know, she's a nice girl or whatever. But somebody she felt akin to, like she wanted to help, a younger female. But I could be wrong on that. I have no idea. But again, I'm not saying it's family. It could feel like family, like, again, like somebody you want to, like, nurture. She felt responsible for somebody, possibly, like she felt like I could help you. But then over some time, I think she realized that I got awakening too earlier. I don't have it here, but I did get awakening earlier. I got awakening, like she was starting to see, like, this is not something I want to give my time or attention to. Like, it's almost like she said, there's no real helping you. I don't believe you. I think she caught maybe in some lies. She caught some lies, and she says, I want to help you, but you can't help you if you're going to lie to me, or something like that. And she judged whoever was the male in the situation. She said something that pissed this person off, I think. Wasn't helping. I don't like this person you're with, this female. I don't like this crowd you're hanging around with. Can't you clean up your life? Something like that. And then, of course, their money. This is like, how do we get more money? Again, I hate to say it, but the younger kids, sometimes they don't want to work for their money, or they can't hold a job. That's probably who this dude is. Can't hold a job, looking for a way out. Who do we know that could help us, kind of thing. And of course, her good nature. Again, if you don't know anything about Aquarians, they will stand up for what's right. That's the star. Aquarius energy. They stand up for what's right. Now, I think Nancy believed that she was doing right. Sometimes, and I tell my kids this all the time, sometimes not helping you is helping you, and that's not the answer they liked. Okay, whoever this was. Look, I'd love to help you, but I can't anymore for whatever reason. I'm just not doing it, not doing that. And you'd have to help yourself, find God, right? Whatever she said that pissed off whoever this male was. And then from that point on, I think the female just went along with it. I guess peer pressure, maybe, who knows? There's some kind of how they got the third dude involved. I don't know. He was in on it because, you know, petty crimes for money. Who knows? But that's where I was going all day with this too. But I wasn't sure, and I wanted to be sure before I put this stuff out. And of course, I'm not saying that you're a suspect till you're not, until they say they definitively have nothing on you. And I don't know about the family. I'm going to leave that out. I would hope that they would be smarter than that. I think older people are smarter than that. I mean, the first person you're going to look at when you're doing drugs or whatnot, you're under the influence, you're not thinking things clearly, and you think you're going to get away with things. And the Bitcoin, that made me think. The Bitcoin was really what caught me to stop and think, who the hell asked for Bitcoin? Who's into the Bitcoin? Young people. Right? Younger people. So that's why I was hesitant to say I don't know about the kids, because they have they're next in line for the. Also did get a little bit, maybe there was some talk a little bit about Nancy's house, because when you have a birthday, you start thinking, Mom, this house is too big for you. You really need to downsize. I mean, I'm sure there may have been some kind of talk about that, but I don't believe that was the cause of any of this. I do believe she was starting to think about her future, about what, where she's going, but I don't think that has anything to do with what this was about. Like a crime of opportunity, even though I think that's planned but impulsive. Again, going back to my other reading, planned but impulsive. Like, wouldn't it be nice if we could get our hands on, and then it almost like it snowballed, and then boom, they're doing it. So I don't know if they got these people in custody. I hope they can figure out who they are and what they're about, and if that was the case, maybe they'll talk. I think somebody will crack. Like, remember her in the ear, again, the bird. Maybe this girl has birds. I don't know. Maybe they're seeing birds, or they're getting communication by a bird. I don't know. I guess when birds sing, that's what I kept hearing. I kept hearing that all day. When do birds sing? I think they're putting the pressure. They're letting them sweat it out. And I think today the pressure was on with the president saying, if you don't produce her, this is a death. I think the shock of this is gonna be a death penalty if you don't tell us where she is and bring her home safe. She doesn't come home safe. I guess that could possibly put some pressure on somebody to talk. And in the meantime, we're gonna go and see, what the DNA says. All right. I think that's it for now. I'm kind of tired today, so I think from this might be my last one for a little bit, because I'm gonna take a little break and start focusing on a little bit other happier things. Do want to do a the fire horse reading for this new zodiac that we're going. This next couple weeks are going to be crazy as far as some shocking I don't know, not just about this. I'm talking in general about other things. Like, people are starting to wake up. I do want to wish you all health, good health, love, all that good things. Again, I hope I'm wrong. I swear to God, I hope she comes back alive. I hope they're just hanging on to her and that pacemaker is working and she's alive and she's going to come back and tell us all what happened, and I can go, oops, I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. This time, I really hope I'm wrong. Hope that she is alive and that this is all a big psyop or something and we're being duped. I mean, I don't know, but I do believe this has something more to do with, again, who takes an 84-year-old lady? For what reason? What? Who would take somebody? I don't know why you would want to take an old lady for. But I like you guys and I love you all. Thank you so much. Oh my God, I've been so, just on a side note, if you want to sign off and that's all you care for, that's fine. I love you. Thank you all for the comments. I do appreciate it. I take the good, the bad, the ugly. I'm constantly learning and growing from my craft. This is a lot of work to look and read into the cards. I'm, I guess, intuitive reader. I spent all day reading in my books to see if there was anything I could pick up. This person is this younger person is possibly dark hair. I don't know anything about anybody, but when I pull the card, I'm getting a lot of darker hair, dark brown hair. That helps. I don't know these people. I have no idea. So again, I love you all. I hope you enjoyed that. We're closing in. Believe me, I almost hope this is younger people because they crack. They can't hang in there for long. So hopefully we have an answer to this soon, because I don't want to see me doing this in March, because I really want this to go on. But with the Chinese New Year turning over, I think we're about to see some truth, because Saturn's in Aries now. We have Neptune is in Aries, I believe. Now we're going into the fire horse, which is a fire sign, which is more truth and honesty. The fire wands in the deck are movement or action cards, where I think we're about to have some action. Again, you got to have some patience with the FBI and all this. It takes time. God bless the people that are having to go through all that video cam stuff from the cameras, because my God, that must be tedious. If nothing else, just know this: no matter what, they're watching us through our cameras. Okay, I think I never did get the doorbell ring. I got enough. They're watching us through the TV, and if you don't think so, think of something and then go online and see what pops up in your feed. That's all I'm gonna say, because they believe they're watching us. No matter what you're watching, then you get all the kinds of videos about that. So they got you no matter what you're doing, whether you're just casually scrolling, looking up anything. Now you got a bunch of stuff about that. So if anybody's involved in this has been searching on how to do abductions, they're gonna get caught just by that. You know what I mean? If they're looking up how to do or how to buy or how to, get away with murder, I don't know. They're going to be caught. I do think technology, I heard technology is going to help with this in some way, whether it's to catch these people. I do believe that's the case. I don't think they thought that well through, especially if they're on drugs or they're doing drugs. They didn't think it through. They didn't think that, technology was as good as it is today. So hopefully that helps you all, and I will say goodbye for now, and if I do go live again, I will give a notice, because I did get some, the next time we go live. I'm new to this. I don't know. I just want to get this up as fast as possible and not lose any more time in my life waiting for things to upload. So if I have anything I can post it, I will. And I love you all. And with that, I like to keep them under an hour, as you know. So good luck to you all. That's all. Let's just take a deep breath and say, we love angels and spirit guides. Thank you so much for this beautiful message, and I appreciate for what I have and what I don't have, and I rebuke anything negative for return to sender. To all my followers and people who are invested in this, bless you all, and I hope you have peace in your day. So we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.